Good afternoon, not morning. Happy Monday. It's a little bit gray and rainy, but we hope that you had a great Easter weekend. It was beautiful on Saturday. Sunday was rainy, but the sun was shining. So that's what it's all about. Megan, how are you today?
Doing good, doing good. We had a great Easter weekend, despite keeping the social distance. So I'm glad we got to celebrate somewhat, watching church on Facebook Live and FaceTiming our grandparents. So it was good. Did y'all have a good Easter?
We did. We had lots of fun. We hid eggs inside instead of outside since it was raining, but the kids had lots of fun doing that. So we made the best of it, and we got a cookie decorating kit from Southern Charm Cupcake or Bakery and Cupcakery, and that was a lot of fun.
I think I saw Cora's, and they were really awesome.
Yeah,
she did really good.
She did a good job. We had lots of fun with that. So tell us about some of the challenges we've got going on right now.
Yeah. So drum roll, we have a winner for our decoration station, Scarlett Noakes.
Yay!
Thank you to everyone who participated in this challenge over the weekend. There are a lot of beautiful decorated eggs, and I saw some t-shirts. So, this is our winner, Scarlett Noakes. So make sure you message us here on Facebook to claim your prize.
That's right, and she gets to choose a gift certificate from Hill Family Farm, Hancock Family Farm, or Nature's Market. So let us know which one you would like to have your gift certificate from.
Yep. And then one that is currently still going on.
Yes.
Is our Fashion Frenzy. So like we stated in the past couple of chamber connections, this chamber challenge is going to go to the end of this week. And show us a piece of clothing that you got from one of our local boutiques here in town. Like we said, it could be leggings or a top or jewelry. Make sure you post those in the comments because you'll be able to you'll be entered to win oh my gosh, I can never get these words out. You'll be able to win a gift certificate to one of our awesome boutiques here in town. So
show us your pictures. And then on Friday, we're going to have a virtual fashion show with some of our boutiques. So we'll have a little bit of fun. And then tomorrow's show, we are going to welcome Donnie Eden with Prosperity Mortgage Advisors. He's going to be talking to us about lending during a pandemic. So if you are refinancing or if you are in the process of purchasing a home, he will have some information. And he's also going to talk a little bit about mortgage forbearance and the do's and don'ts on that. So, but today we are very, very excited to have our favorite police chief, Chief Pat Brady with the White House Police Department. Hello, Chief. How are you?
How are you ladies doing today?
Hey, Chief Brady.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you too.
It's been a little while all this mess going on. We don't get to see each other very much.
No, it feels like it's been like 500 days or something.
Feels like 2 weeks almost.
Like 2, 3, I don't know. Did you have a good Easter?
I did. It was really different.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody felt the same way. Watching Mass from my kitchen table was a little different, but you get through it. You make adjustments and you do what you have to do.
That's right.
That's right. We all do. And that we are all adapting and changing pretty much on a daily basis, it seems like. And that's one thing that we wanted to talk to you about is how you and your officers are handling some of the changes, what you're doing differently, how you're adapting, and what you're doing to keep them safe and also keep our residents safe.
We are so proud of these guys. Obviously, they've all got families. They've got, their own loved ones at home that they're worried about. And I'll tell you, we have made some adjustments, a lot of calls that we can handle over the phone. If we can do reports over the phone instead of having to go and do that face-to-face interaction, we're doing that. Obviously, if there's calls that they have to respond to, domestics or other situations like that, which we've had. And I'll tell you, no matter what's going on, these guys have not hesitated to run out that door and go answer the calls and putting themselves right out in front of it. And, we're so very proud of how they've responded. It's been fantastic.
That's great. What are some of the measures that you guys have put into place to keep the officers safe when they are responding to calls and traffic stops and things like that?
Well, we set a protocol with Central Dispatch, and the first thing that happens, Central Dispatch has a list of questions that they'll ask whoever's calling in, and there's probably a dozen questions, and basically they're, to figure out, have you been around anybody that's tested positive? Are you positive? Just a whole bunch of things. So the officers are aware as they're heading over there what the situation is. But unfortunately, we had a case last week where, a young lady was hysterical on the phone, wasn't able to give any information, and ended up there was a positive at that residence. And the officers, had to go in and do their job. And again, they did it without hesitation. So these guys are really, really doing heroic things out there. And it's really, really impressive to watch.
Well, you guys are always impressive. We appreciate our police force. They do a great job in the city for us. And I know that you are participating on some, I guess, task force, for lack of a better word, with both counties that we're in, Robertson and Sumner County, so that you guys have kind of a general law enforcement practice. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we have briefings every afternoon. Again, with the White House being in 2 counties, means we have to do 2 briefings. So it's been quite busy, quite hectic, having all these meetings over the phone, the same way we are here. But usually early afternoon, we'll be on with Sumner County, then late afternoon, we're out with Robertson County. And both of those calls, we are also included with EMS, the health departments, fire departments, the schools. There's representation of the schools. So, the whole government is really involved every day in reaching out and having these meetings. It's been extremely helpful. It's been such great information sharing. And again, that you mentioned earlier, the PPEs, the protective equipment. They've been great at funneling those things to us. So, we've been hand sanitizers and all those disinfectants. It's really worked really well.
That's right. I know that we collected earlier when this first started, we collected some PPEs from some of our members and gave those to you guys to use when you were on call. Much appreciated. Yep. Yes, we appreciate the people that contributed those. We're still collecting. If you have PPEs, if your business had masks or gloves or hand sanitizers and you're closed and unable to use those or would like to donate those, we will make sure that they get into the hands of our local providers that need those PPEs. So I know that the shortage is not as great as it was, that we've started getting some deliveries and things like that, but it still does not hurt to have those on hand. So talking about crime and activities, you said that you're trying to respond or take complaints over the phone when possible. Have you seen an increase in crime versus previous years?
Not too much. I think what we're really starting to see is the anxiety level starting to go up among some citizens. They've been super. I mean, the community here has just been fabulous, during this whole thing. And, one thing that we're really trying to do at the police department is to outreach and educate. We've had some complaints early on about some businesses that maybe shouldn't have been open, that the governor maybe had shut down, and we talked to those business owners and they had shut down on their own. And we're really trying to educate. We're not, we're in contact daily with the district attorney's offices in both counties and conference calls. And again, our position is if a business is out there violating the governor's orders, first we're going to educate, then we'll leave a note, then we're going to call the DA's office, get further directions. So we really would go out of our way if a business owner were to be cited for ignoring the governor's orders. It would be after a long process that had gone through. And I don't see that happening. Our businesses here have been great, and so we're not having anybody that, that is refusing now to follow the order. But again, concerned about our citizens. One thing that we've told the officers, and trying to keep them aware of, and they're aware of it, people are going through an extraordinary time. And so when they get out here and they see that maybe somebody's anxiety levels up, we don't know what they're going through in their personal lives right now. I mean, if you're somebody that's paycheck to paycheck, a lot of savings, and you're not at work, that money runs out real quick. And, we've always said, normal people will do abnormal things when they get extremely stressed. And if they don't have money coming in, they've got to support their family. So we haven't reached that point yet where we're seeing any of those things happen. But, we would just ask, if you're out in the community and you're struggling, whether it's with anxiety, your finances, or your light bill or food, give us a call at the police department. I know it's a pride thing, and people, especially, a lot of people don't want to reach out because it's prideful. They don't want to ask for help. But we'd rather have you come to us and ask us for assistance before you went out and did something that was going to just make your situation even worse by maybe doing some type of criminal activity. And, we can at least forward you to organizations that can assist you. So give us a call and we'll forward that information to you, and it'll be confidential. It's not like we're going to go out here and say, you won't believe who called today. But, we're here on all aspects. So we'd really like to see the citizens take advantage of that,
That's right. And we do have a lot of resources for people if they
That's
are
right.
in need, if they financially or food, or if they need counseling. So we do have a lot of resources that we can tap into, especially being in two counties. We're fortunate that we have even more resources available to us, and can connect people to what they need. So do you think that you're going to see your statistics? I know you watch your crime statistics really closely from year to year. What do you think this is going to do to your statistics versus last year's statistics?
It's way too early to tell, but we had our preliminary statistics from last year, which was really amazing. And we thought they were going to come in low, but our auto burglaries were below the 5, 10, and 15-year average. I think we had a total of 19 auto burglaries last year, which is too many. I mean, it's 19 victims. We don't, obviously, but you go all the way back to 2003, and I think we had 30 something. So burglaries were way down. Juvenile arrests were the lowest we've had since probably late 1990s. I think we had 2 robberies last year, which is well below the average. So the crime last year, again, the citizens are just so wonderful in this community, reaching out to us, being our eyes and ears out there, calling in things. So I think that really helps. This year, we're only in April, so still too early to tell how this is all going to play out, and what effect, if any, we're going to see with this coronavirus, what effect it has on our crime. We haven't seen it yet. I talked to you earlier, our domestics are not up. So it's, again, if this continues to go on and people continue to be out of work, I would suspect that we would start seeing, some criminal activity as everybody would. But I tell you, our officers would be out there, protecting us. So.
That's right. And we appreciate that. So we were talking earlier before we went live to say that my daughter is sharpening her pencil as she does her schoolwork. That's what that noise was.
You need to get one of those wind up ones, right?
Yeah, right.
Go old school. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
But we were talking about that Governor Lee, the safer or stay at home mandate is scheduled to end tonight at 11:59, and that he has a press conference at 3:00. And we were kind of discussing what we thought. Do you want to add anything? You have any predictions or anything like that?
No, I've got a college degree in management and police administration. I don't have any kind of degree in biology or science, but I have a strong support of our system, strong support of Governor Lee. So I elected officials. So I believe that at the end of the day, when they all come together and talk, whatever decision that they come up with, I do have faith in them that the decision they make will be in the best interest of the state. I'm not qualified to second guess. I'm not qualified to, again, talk about things that I don't have any education in. That's why I rely on elected officials. And,
and they are not in an envious position right now. They all are making some tough decisions.
Absolutely.
Trying to do the best that they can with the information that they have, just like all of us are, as we navigate this.
And you got to wonder again, you hear these things and they talk about, when the country reopens, it's not going to be like a light switch. And so what is this summer going to look like? What is Americana going to look like? What's the farmers market? What are all those things? How is this going to play out? And so, again, we just have to, sit back, rely on the officials and to do the right thing and follow those guidelines. I mean, can you imagine?
That's right.
If we hadn't followed the guidelines that were put out, what position would we be in now? If we hadn't separated, I don't know. We could be like some other states that are getting destroyed.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. It is very unique time, and like you said, for event planning and large gatherings and things like that, we are watching that, and we'll just take it day by day as we go along. Well, Chief, we want to thank you for joining us. Are there any final comments that you would like to share with our viewers today?
Just remind the citizens, stay safe, stay patient, stay nice. If you can follow those 3 things. And again, if you are having anxiety, if you are having issues, please reach out to us, call us. It will be confidential. We can forward you to the organizations and numbers that you would need. But please don't let those issues drive you to do something that you normally would not do. There's help available. There's help available for everybody. This is an outstanding community. And, I've said it before, and I guess I'm, since we're all here, we're a little more inclined to say it, but the way this community comes together in situations is unbelievable. When we've had children fighting cancer, the way the community responds when we've had storms and people respond. This community is very, very special. And so we need these special people to step up and also, help their neighbors. It's a very important time to, just lean on everybody's shoulders because we're all in this together. Nobody is, nobody is exempt from this.
That's right.
Nobody is exempt. We're all, and we're talking about people that have died. It's really sad. I was complaining the other day, a lot of my plans this summer have been scrapped, but then when I looked at the big picture, I'm like, people have lost loved ones. They've had people die in their family. Who am I to sit here and complain because friends from up north aren't coming down for the CMA festival?
Right.
And so, I try to keep things in perspective, and I think if we all do that, we'll get through it, and
that's right.
We'll come out the other side sunny.
Well, that's right. We are all better together, and we could not agree with you more that White House is a fantastic place to live in, and that we all do come together and support one another. And if you look, you will find blessings to count, even on the dreariest days. So we thank you again for joining us. We thank
you, Brady.
And yes, your officers that protect us on a daily basis. We appreciate all that you do. You are being touted as heroes right now, but you're heroes every day. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much to Chief Brady. Tomorrow we will have Donnie Eden. He will be talking to us about mortgages and lending. So tune in at 12:30. And don't forget to post your fashion finds in the Fashion Frenzy Challenge.
Yep. So stay tuned to our Facebook page as we post some more fun challenges as we go throughout the week.
That's right. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at 12:30. And at the White House Area Chamber of Commerce, we invite you to discover White House.
Bye.